Okay, so I wanted to make a quick video about Taxbot, and I'm getting a few questions about how do you write things off, and can you have multiple businesses, and things like that. So I just wanted to do a quick video just about Wakeupnow Taxbot itself, and maybe some Wakeupnow Finance. Those are the two most important things I think about Wakeupnow, the most valuable assets or aspects. So inside Taxbot here, Taxbot is going to aggregate all of your expenses for you. Okay, so in here you can make edits to these if you wanted to edit different categories, different descriptions. You have reports showing you where your spending is, different habits, right? By month, by distance, you can track your trips, right? Your tax report, you want to download your tax report. Over here under your settings, okay, you have your currency, you can have, or you can add different categories. This is preloaded, a ton of basic categories that most people use, but obviously you can add categories on the top right up here if you want to add some custom categories. Under education over here, the blog is a great resource. The video library, you can also access the video library actually inside the app on your phone, which is pretty powerful. All of these videos on Taxbot are super short. They're like between 3 and 5 minutes each. So if you really sat down and just went through this for about an hour, you could knock out pretty much the whole training these videos inside Taxbot. Just listen to what he says, take a few notes. I mean, this is the longest one is 7 minutes, right? 8 minutes. Over here he tells you about your meals, what you're allowed to write off for meals. Okay, so this is really valuable information, and here I suggest coming in here and reading this, or not reading but watching these videos. Spend an hour. Under your banking over here, so here this is going to have all of your different accounts. This is basically just attached to the cloud. This is all secure connection. You just put in your login information one time when you originally set it up, and then it will just start aggregating and pulling all your information in real time. Okay, so if you want to write off something, if you know what it is, or you can just log into your bank and take a screenshot or whatever. Some things you don't even have to have a receipt. You just put your description in here. Like I'm not sure what this is, but it's under a certain amount, so I could just log this in, right, as our computer expense. We'll call this maintenance. Let's say this is software tool. Okay, so this is going to under computer expense, software tool. It's going to just save it and it's going to add it to my total, right? If it's a personal expense and I don't want to charge like this McDonald's right here, I'm just going to click on hide transaction. Okay, back over into the settings over here, view and edit business. Here you can have multiple businesses if you have different clients that you want to track things and write off things for, whatever. If you have multiple LLCs or you have a parent company, you have umbrella underneath it, whatever it is, you can have multiple businesses. And when you go to write off a business or an expense, you would just choose the business right here in the drop down. Business 1, business 2, and then it will categorize into that section for you, right? Over under settings, obviously you can add vehicles. You can of course add multiple vehicles if you want to have multiple vehicles. View and edit your banking login, so if you ever close an account, of course just come and delete it. Alright, so this is Taxbot, Wakeupnow Finance. I want to show Wakeupnow Finance real quick. This is also very powerful. Wakeupnow Finance, this is basically how you can track your spending, see the different trends in your spending. So you can cut back in different areas. You can set up budgets, goals. The debts right here, this is what's very powerful about this software. To my knowledge, there's no other software out there that can give you this kind of predictive payoff. So right now what this is telling me is that if I paid an extra $40 a month towards all of my debts here, then I would be completely debt-free by August of 2022. Okay, so Wakeupnow, we want to get into the 600 club, which is when you get 3 and you help those 3 refer this to 3 people, and then you have a total of 12 referrals. you're making $600 a month. Okay, so if we're going to take, let's say, $200 of that a month and apply that to my debts, and then I click out here, it's going to recalculate, and now you see that paying that extra $200, I'll be debt-free January of 2015, which is 9 months from now, right? So this is pretty cool about Wakeupnow Finance. Of course, we have all the other products. We want to go in and set up all those. The mobile, don't forget you get 22% off AT&T, and to get 22% off of T-Mobile, you're going to go over here to the main hub. You're going to go to local, and you're going to go here to premiums, and this will take you to another website where you can set up to get the 22% off your T-Mobile. Okay, so those are the main aspects and the main biggest points about what I feel is valuable about Wakeupnow. Very powerful. Of course, all of the stuff here, these are just past transactions. You know, once you log in your past transactions, everything then will just be right from the app, right from your phone, in real time, right? You just take a snapshot with your camera and it uploads it right to the app and it logs in the transaction for you. All right, so this is just past transactions that I need to log in, which I'm going to do right now so I can go write off some more money. All right, so I hope that's all good, and let me know if you have any questions.